Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be looking at this Lego mock right here and all the techniques I used to create it. You can see here, it's fully finished, but the large majority of what you'll see in this video was when it was in a state of still being worked on. I currently don't want to fully take it apart yet, so you're going to be seeing the footage from that video, which I recorded about 3 months ago. So when it cuts and the audio quality and video quality is slightly less than what it is now, that is the explanation for that. So let's get right into it. The first technique used here is called leaf weaving, which is essentially taking these leaf pieces right here and weaving them together to be able to create flexible shapes to bend as you will. If I pick at this slightly, you can kind of see that technique in practice, which is mainly just small components flexed together to be able to create the final look. Within it, I used, I don't know what you call this, but this little piece and some flower pieces, along with this more detailed, newer flower piece to be able to give it some better detail, so it wasn't just straight up these leaf pieces.
The stems are pretty simple. This will eventually end up being recolored to brown, just like if you see anything else in here that doesn't look right, obviously because it's not done yet. Next we have the gate. This is again pretty straightforward. Window pieces stacked and turned with this curved one right here to get the curved effect. I'm not even going to bother taking this apart just due to how straightforward it is. You can get a good view of how it comes together. As for the vegetation, it's similar to what I used in my bag end model, which is placing the leaf pieces right on the stem of the stalk. And then it simply just rests there. So if I pull all this up, you'll be able to see how it rests within the circular base. And then here we have these bamboo stalks, which pretty straightforward. Candle piece with this leaf piece, and then just keep stacking them. Because the model sits in a circular frame, there is going to be gaps based off the plates being at the 90-degree angle, so you can see the gaps right up in here. But this technique works well for that because when you place the stalk there, you can take the leaf piece and just cover it. And if you do this enough times, you'll get the look before where you can't even see the holes up in here. Next up, we have the foundation, which is the initial technique I used to figure out how I wanted to do this. But this is pretty straightforward. Essentially just a plate with a clip on it, and you can see right here there are bars running all the way along the foundation, so it really just sits right in there, just like that. It's not that complex, but it definitely gives off the look that I wanted to go for. As you can see right here, these pieces are all black, so when you look at it, all the front is black, which everything in here will get replaced to be black. That was just one of the pieces that I needed to reorder so it doesn't show through. Base is also fairly simple, and it's also very secure. That was one thing. While designing it, I wanted to ensure that it had structural stability so I could pick it up and move it with ease, because the technique for the grass is incredibly fragile. So if the structure is also fragile, then this build just is not going to be, I will not be satisfied. So I built a small mock-up of the individual components used to create this, which is this modular multiplied over and over again. But yeah, really, you can see it's just the hinge bricks to give it the shape, and then the snot bricks right here to allow me to attach the plate. And yeah, that was done over and over again until it eventually formed a circle. And to actually achieve the structural stability, you can see right here, the 16 by 16 plate that this sits on is connected to the frame through means of this 2x4 plate right here. But then by adding these extra 1x2 plates to the bottom of this module, you can see there's a connection point right there, which was used for the clips to give that the stability. So when I go to grab it, push into it, you can see it doesn't really move. It does slightly right here, but that's the back. So this was gonna front, but like, yeah, that's not moving when I'm pushing, which is what I wanted. So really these bars right here reinforce that to give it the stability required. This model came together based off inspiration from a local artist. I will share his link in the description, and I'll even put up a picture now of the initial concept that sparked this idea. I saw his work in person at a gallery, and honestly, it really spoke to me. I really like his work, and I'll probably interpret more of it at some point in the future. For the time being, I think that's everything that I have to say, and that covers this model. So if you drop a like, subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Check out my other videos, check out the channel. I would also greatly appreciate it too. This is something I'm very passionate about, so videos are going to keep coming as long as people keep watching. Again, thank you for watching, and until next time.